So, we will continue this lecture from the last time. Last time I introduced matrices of a linear map with respect to a basis. So, let me recall quickly. So, situation is we have V and W. Let us assume from the beginning finite dimensional K vector spaces. And let us call n to be the dimension of V, m to be dimension of W, and let us take V to be basis of V. It will have n vectors V1 to Vn. I want to write in this way because I want to keep track of who is the first element in a basis and so on. And W, this is the basis of W, W1 to Wm. K basis of V comma W respectively. And suppose now I have a linear map F from V to W, K linear map. Then to this linear map we have associated a matrix M V W F. This matrix is defined, this is M cross N matrix Aij, 1 less equal to I less equal to M, 1 less equal to J less equal to N. So, this is an element in M, N, K matrix of F with respect to V and W. This matrix depends on V, a basis V depends on W and depends on F. So, all this is necessary in the notation. And how the Aij's are defined? Aij's are defined by these equations: J equal to 1 to N. The image of the jth vector in a basis of V under F, that is F of Vj. This you can write in a linear combination of the basis W of capital W, and that is written Aij Wi, I is from 1 to M. These are the equations, they are n equations and they determine this matrix F. Okay. And now we are going to study many properties of this matrix. For example, what happens if we change a basis, or what is the matrix of, last time we saw matrix of the composition map, right. So, last time let me recall what we proved last time. Last time what we did was we have these 3 vector spaces VWX or UW, U, 3 vector spaces U, V, W. That is what I want to keep the same notation. And we have linear maps G from U to V and linear map from V to W, and their basis here U, V, W, and this dimension we do not need to call what the dimension is, they are numbered by suitable finite indexing set. Then last time we proved that matrix of the composition, that is FOG, with respect to the basis U and W this is a map from this composition U to W. So, this basis to this basis, that is this on one side. On the other side, what can you do? You can take a matrix of F with respect to VW and matrix of G U V, and we have noted that matrix multiplication when you define, I will recall that is same as this. So, if the matrix multiplication is defined so that this formula is correct. So, in general, let us recall what is the matrix multiplication. This is very important formula, and that also motivates why did the matrix multiplication is defined in that way, so that this composition formula is correct. So, let us recall the matrix multiplication. So, first of all, you see here this is built in here, this is, if this were n dimensional, this is m dimensional, and this is r dimensional, then this matrix is m cross r, this matrix is m cross n, and this matrix is n cross r. So, to define a product of two matrices, we need the columns of the first matrix and the rows of the second matrix, they are numbered by the same set. In particular, they have the same cardinality. You see this. Okay, so we are going to define a product of two matrices A and B. Okay. So, one matrix is A. I am going to denote matrices by the Gothic letters. This matrix is M I cross J matrix, I J K. I J, and now what will I do? The R. They are finite index sets. So, the rows of this matrix is denoted by I, and the numbered by I, and then columns are numbered by J. And another matrix B, this should be, now the rows of this should be numbered by J and the columns are numbered by R. So, this looks like Aij, I in I, J in J, and this is B J R, J in J, R in R, and we want to multiply these two matrices. So, what you do is, we want to write the product is the matrix C, let us say. So, the C will be M, you forget the J, and I cross R matrix. So, I have to explain you what is the entry here. This is ith row and this is jth column, no, rth column, this is ith row, and this entry we want to explain. So, that let us call that entry to be CIR, and that is done as follows. You take the ith row here, this is ith row, and take rth column. This is ith row of A. So, this is A I1, AI J A I N. My speed gets reduced because I have to think which indices, and this one is B, the rth column. So, B1R, B2R, etc., B whatever N. So, I do not know what will I write here, the number of NR. So, you multiply this, the next this and take their sum. So, that means we are adding AI, J is and B, J, R, and the sum is running over J from 1 to N, and this is by definition it is this CIR. This is a definition. That is how you multiply matrices, and this funny way is because we want a nice formula. Okay. So, that is what in general one defines, and this one, this is row, this is column. Normally I want to write vectors in a vector spaces as columns and not the rows, because the calculation is easier with the columns. At least one thing. One can also do with the rows equally, but one can do better with the columns, I think. Now, so we are going to get information about a map from its matrix. That is the whole idea in this lecture. So, F on one hand, V2W, on the other hand we have this matrix F MVWF, and if one should write it every day at least once, this Aij, I is in I, J is in J. These are defined for any J in J, F of Vj. This is jth vector in the basis of V is written in terms of the basis W of capital W, these equations. This gives you back the linear map. So, V is a basis here and W is a basis of W. Now, the first thing I want to note that suppose I have given a vector V in V, then I know what is f of V. F of V, so first take that V and write in terms of a basis. So, this V you write it as summation Aj Vj, J in J, Aj are scalars. We are assuming finite dimension. So, J is a finite set. What it is I do not have to say Aj's are finitely many, are non-zero, etc. So, this then what I want to compute is f of V. F of V, of course we know, because f is linear, this is f of summation Aj Vj, which is summation, this is over J, this is Aj out f of Vj, and f of Vj you can substitute from here. So, this will be summation J in J, Aj, then summation I in I, these we know they are Aij W. But they are finite sum, so I can rearrange them. So, I can interchange them, for instance. So, this is same as summation I in I, summation J in J, and I will club these together. So, that I will write it as summation Aij Aj, and then club it like this, and times Wi. And this, okay, on one hand this, on the other hand this f of V, whatever it is, this is in W. So that means I can write this into a basis linear combination of this basis small w. So this is on the other hand, this is equal to summation some constant that is numbered by now I, Bi, Wi. Bi are some constants. And now these two equalities, Wi is the basis, so corresponding coefficients are equal. So that means for each I in I, Bi equal to this inside thing. So and this Bi equal to this quantity is this quantity for each I. So that means let me write that. That means for each I in I, Bi equal to summation is over j in j, Aij, Aj. This we know from the linearity of the map, but I want to express these in terms of matrices now. Think of this B, Bi, I in I, this is element in k power I. These are the coordinates of f of v with respect to the basis W, and I want to think it as a column. On the other hand, what we have? We have a matrix M V W F, which is Aij matrix, and we have the V we have written coordinates of V we have written as summation Aj Vj. So this corresponds to the vector Aj, j in j in kj, k power j. But this also I want to think as a column. So think also this as a column. Column means it has rows, as many rows as cardinality j. So therefore this is actually j cross 1 matrix, this column vector, and this column vector it has I rows. So this is I cross 1 matrix. So now I am saying look at M V W F times, let us call this column vector as, let me give some name to this, small Gothic A. So this times small Gothic A, makes sense. This is I cross j matrix, this is j cross 1 matrix. So the result should be, multiplication is defined because the number of columns of the first number of row, the columns are index numbered by the set j, and here the rows are numbered by j. So this makes sense, and the result will be I cross 1 matrix. So the candidate for that is this vector B, small b. So the result is these two are equal. So this nice formula. So it computes the image vector. See, it computes B. Computing B is writing f of v in terms of B, right? This is what we have. So computing these coefficients means we are computing the values of f at an arbitrary vector v. So that is how we will use this for calculation. Okay. Okay. So next. Okay. Next example. I want to write one example. So example. it is, as you have seen, it is not really necessary to number columns, rows and columns by the standard indices 1 to m or 1 to n. In fact, it is better if you index by arbitrary finite sets, because in that case we do not have to think where it starts and where it ends. So, I will think I j finite sets and A is a matrix. A is a matrix, numbered rows are numbered by I and columns are numbered by j with entries in the field k. This, remember, this also is nothing but k power I cross j. So, it is really a function from the product set I cross j to the field k. This is a matrix, and let us write this as Aij. Entries are Aij. I want to think this as a linear map. So, I want to define a linear map F. This F will depend on this matrix A, so I will write that F suffix A, and this is a map from where to where? This is a map from k power j to k power I. These are finite dimensional vector spaces because I, j are finite sets, and these are the standard vector spaces. There is a standard basis here, there is a standard basis here, and if I want to define a linear map, I just have to give values on those bases, or directly I take a column vector. I will think the vectors here as columns and vectors here are also columns, and I directly want to give a map. So, what is the map? Take a column vector small a and map it to, it should go to a column vector again, and what? Capital A times small a. This makes sense, because you see this A is I cross j matrix, and this A was here, so it is j cross 1 matrix. So, this time this is j cross 1, the result should be I cross 1 matrix. That is what we wanted it here. So, this is indeed an element here. So, this is the linear map corresponding to this matrix. And another thing one should note here, that it is not really necessary these are finite sets. If they were not finite, I will put round bracket here, and still it will make sense, because the matrix multiplication will still be defined, because the columns will have only then finitely many non-zero entries. Okay. So, and whereas you can also check where the standard basis vector Ej goes. Where do this go? That also you can compute this. That will be computing. This is easier now, because Ej has only one non-zero entry, and then what will be that column, you can easily figure it out. So, I will leave it for you to check what is the column A times Ej. This answer should be in terms of the entries of A. So, you check what are the entries here. Okay. Conversely, you already know that we have defined a matrix of a linear map. So, if you have F from V to W, F, and here V is the basis, Vi, I in I. Here W is a basis, Wj, ulta ho gaya. This is Vj, J in J. This is Wi, I in I, and then we have this map F. So, on the other hand, so we will get a matrix of F with respect to this basis. This is Aij. If you call this as A, then we have defined the matrix linear map corresponding to this. That linear map is nothing but F. Okay, so let me draw a commutative diagram. So, this is k power j to k power I, This is the map we have defined using this A, that is FA. On the other hand, we have this map here, V to W, that was a given linear map F. And these are isomorphic because here the basis, standard basis Ej goes to Vj. Since Vj is a basis here, this map is, Ej is a basis, so this map is injective because Vj is the basis and it is surjective. Therefore, this map is an isomorphism. Similarly, this map is an isomorphism where standard basis vector Ei goes to W. So, this is an isomorphism, this is a linear map F, given linear map F, and this is what we have defined. So, this diagram is commutative. This means you go from here to here and then go from here to here, the result is same. So, I have to give the names for this. So, let me give name for this is phi of W and this is phi of V, this map which is an isomorphism Ej goes to Vj, this map is Ei goes to Wi. So, this diagram is commutative means Fa followed by phi W, that is one side, on the other side start with phi V and then go by F. So, these two things are same. This is very easy to check. You just have to take Ej and see where it goes under both the maps and then you will see they are equal. All right. Now, the rules, remember we have a rules for composition. Of maps. We can transfer them to the rules for the matrices and I will write the rules. So, they will be applied to check these rules. You just have to apply to the, instead of matrices, the linear maps defined by those matrices. For example, I want to write the following rules. It will be very easy to check them. So, I am not going to check these rules. So, suppose A and A prime are two matrices of the same size, that is I cross j, and we have B and B prime of MJR, where the columns here and the rows here, they are indexed by the same finite set j. Then I want to write and C is another matrix which is from RS. R is the rows indices and S is the column indices. Finite set, all sets are finite. Then I want to write such equation A times B plus B prime. This makes sense because B plus B prime makes sense because they are in the same rows and same columns. A times that is also makes sense because the number of columns here are number of rows here, or columns are indexed by j, rows are also indexed by j. So, this makes sense. On the other hand, I could multiply the first AB prime and add them. This result should be same. So, this will correspond to what? F compose G plus G prime equal to F compose G plus F compose G prime. This is very easy to check, but this is little more difficult to check because that matrix multiplication is not so natural. Similarly, A plus A prime times B equal to A times B plus A prime times B. Similarly, if you have a scalar A multiplied by matrix A, that means you push that scalar in every entry. Similarly, scalar B times matrix B, this should be same as scalar multiplied in the field times matrices multiplied. One more I will write A times B and then times C. This is same thing as A times BC. This is associativity of product. All these rules were very clear for the composition of maps. So I am not going to check these with the numerical examples. We will take a break and then after the break we will continue.